When I'm attacking this episode, I'm going at it like some shea butter on KD's ankles on a Sunday. Aggressive. Whenever you hear that MVP chant, you already know what's the deal. It's the most valuable podcast in the world. The Hitmen Podcast. What's the word? Chris checking in. I got some people in the building. I got my young boy D in here with me, Denzel. But I also got a special guest this week. My big dog, my homie, Deshawn Bolden, a.k.a. D, a.k.a. H-O-A-D, Deshawn Bolden from House of Highlights, pulling up on me. What's the word, big dog? How you feeling?
My God, man. Glad to be here, man. Thanks for the opportunity. I'm excited, man. Let's talk what we got to talk about, man. Let's do it.
Man, I appreciate you checking in with me, bro, man. I know it's been a wild ride. It's kind of been a whirlwind. You started into the situation fairly quickly. Tell me how it's been, man, being on the road. House of Highlights kind of been having you a little bit all over the place. I know you traveling in and out of town. Like I said, I caught you in a perfect pocket of time, so I appreciate you again. But just give the folks a quick glimpse into what's going on with you on a day-to-day.
Yeah, so right now, just a part of the managerial team with the programming team over at House of Highlights, overseeing all of the posting that's going on from all of the platforms. So if you see, anything you see on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, like any platform, I probably had a hand in it, gave some advice for it. So that's pretty much what I'm doing on a day in and day out. And, I only been there for a year and year and 3 months. Or something like that. Started last August. So from there, just been getting real versed with Gen Z, man. Gen Z is running the internet right now. TikTok and the Gen Z thing is really taking off, and just got to get with it, and that's what I've been doing. That's what HOA's challenged me with, been finding some good success there. So as of late, I had did the Cade Cunningham joint before the draft. That was kind of like my first big, TikTok piece, I would say. My first big piece of content. Went there, did some fun stuff with him. That went viral on TikTok. What else I did? Now I went to Sleepy Hollow, met up with him, and that was funny. I had connected with him, like just playing a game randomly. Like he joined my lobby and Call of Duty, and I'm like, nah, that's not you. It turned out to be him. We made the connection happen, and met up in Brooklyn, bro. Shot some content, went viral. And from there, we just been building. So we got a little partnership with NBA TV where we do the little House of Highlights courtside cam. And that's all me. I do it with a partner of mine. But for the most part, we at these games, we got the center court games. So tap into TNT. Sometimes it's on Tuesday. Sometimes it's on this week it's on Friday. So whenever you can, tap in. But I'm getting all the courtside stuff from the entrances. Have Russ go viral opening day. So everything from opening day to the NBA TV courtside games, you'll see me there getting content.
Man, it sounds like you're making a lot of moves. It sounds like there's a lot of cash involved. You feel what I'm saying?
Got to get the bag, bro. Got to get the bag one way or another, man. That's what I'm about at the end of the day. So let's, money gonna keep going around. But it's really about the experience, bro. Like that's another thing, and that's something I heard, since my first job. I started in the NBA 2016, and that's like one of the first things that homie Bill Payton had said to us, like, if you in this for the money, depending on your job, your title, your experience, you could get the money. It's money everywhere, but it's about experiences. If you here to, you want these experiences and stuff like that, I think you'll get it. And ultimately, I think how I find success is just showing whatever you like to do. You want these experiences. Everybody wants these experiences, So I'm here to just provide the behind the scenes access for everybody, and show y'all what it's like being in these places that some people don't get that opportunity to see.
Boom. Take me back to how you got started, because I know it wasn't that long before House of Highlights kicked over some rocks and found a diamond in the rough. You from New York, right? Originally from the BX, right?
Born and raised.
All right, so you a big Kemba fan? You liking them on the Knicks?
Yeah, I mean, Kimba after the knee injuries, he's still working his way back. But, I just saw some people talking shit. But, that's New York for you anyway. So you're going to get some criticism. But, yeah, now that's my dog, bro. Like, right. I'm a big T-Mac fan. That's been my NBA favorite player. Guy. Like, I mean? Everybody went Kobe. I went T-Mac. You know what I mean? So I'm a Rockets fan at the end of the day. I still got the love for the hometown. Listen, if the Knicks win, I win. We all win. The whole New York wins. So, we lit. But
the Rockets, bro. What?
Oh yeah,
Where
we
that
got
come from? You from
one
New
win
York?
right
You
now.
Wait.
T-Mac, bro. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
We was just talking about it the other day. Them 13 points in 30 seconds. We was just talking about that.
I was watching that game, bro. So my thing is, it go like this for me, real quick. Like my brother and my pops, they Cowboys fans. I went Eagles. They Yankees fans. I went Mets. They went Kobe and Shaq and Lakers. I don't like all that winning stuff. As you see, I don't jump ship and go with the winners. I like people. I like the dogs. You feel me? So I went with my dogs. I went with T-Mac, and he got traded in 2004. I was too old. I'm a loyal person, dude. So I can't leave. So after that, the only next player I like was Kimber. He's from the Bronx, and he did it all. If you got basketball dreams in the Bronx, like this is your guy, bro. What he did in the tournament, in the Garden, set it off his career. My man, all-star starter. You feel me? Consecutive all-star, like I think leading scorer for the Hornets and all that. He did it all. I don't think he got the gold medal. He didn't get the gold medal, but he got a gold medal to us. You feel me? So that's he putting on for that. So now to go into my experience, pretty much like I knew I wasn't getting into the league in high school. You feel me? I said, all right, this not it. What's my next route? I always wanted to get close to the game. Like I said, we all want to get in these places that we can't get into essentially. So I said, what's the next bet? Being a sports reporter. Back then, I don't want to say back then, I ain't that old, but I graduated high school 2011. Think about 2011 and now, print journalism and TV was still prevalent. But now you come over here, TikTok and digital media done took off. So I didn't see me being here 10 years ago, but so I even studied journalism. I wrote for the newspaper in college and stuff like that. Did 2 internships, and then the NBA joint kind of just fell in my lap. To be honest, like I think I got the nod because they do like a class of production trainees every year, and I think that since I lived in New York and they based out in New Jersey, I got the nod because somebody called out. I think somebody was like, I can't make it, and they looked down the list, and my name was there. And they called me, so it's like however you get it, you got to get it. You feel me? You get that opportunity, you got to make the best of it. So, did 2 seasons there, and I went through the grind after that. I was unemployed for a minute, good like 10 months, but I was determined, bro. Like we gonna make this degree work. I'm gonna tell you that much. I paid this money for it, still paying for it, so we gonna make it work. And yeah, man. Like, I could get into like a long story about like how I really got with House of Highlights, and you'll really be like, wow, bro, because I got in contact with the person who hired me. I got in contact with him like 2 years prior when he was at NFL, and it just came full circle. Like I've been grinding and trying to get in contact with people at HOH. They I knocked down the door. I met with them 1 year. The next year I got hired. You feel me? So straight. Shit, bro, no handouts, man. Really, like I ain't NBA. I ain't have nobody to plug me in. I applied. Like I said, I could be honest and say I think I got in off of that, but you make the best of your opportunity. And after that, as you continue to build yourself, you get to ask for what you want, and that's kind of where we at. Well, where we trying to get at. There's always room to grow, man. So I ain't where I want to be yet, but I'm alright right now.
Well, again, we appreciate you tapping in with us, man. I know it. Like I said, it's kind of a whirlwind. It's happening fast. I'm proud of you. We got a relationship off mic, off the pod, but for folks that want to check in with you and tap in with you, see what's going on with your journey, where can they catch you at?
You got me at Instagram at D_HOH.D. That's the Instagram, HOH.D. And then the TikTok is DEE_HOH. So, holla at me, follow me. I got some content. Let me know what y'all want to see. Like I said, I'll be at these games all season. Anything y'all want to see, definitely let me know. Give me a follow. Give me a shout. I'm here.
Before we get off into the show, I got to ask you, did you ever find out, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I like Cade answer. Cade was like, yo, if you from the hood, what you did when you ain't have hot dog bread, you took that one, you took a sandwich bread, you took the sandwich and you folded up in two. So I'm going to have to go with yes, man. It got two sides of it. I like that answer, man. That was the best one I heard. So I'm gonna say yeah.
And is water wet?
Is water wet? See, he lost me with that one. Is water wet? Nah, man. It just don't make sense to me, man. You can't touch a raindrop, really. Like I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Is water wet? You can't.
Water ain't wetter than Steph Curry on the court. You feel what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know if I can mess with that one, man.
We appreciate y'all tapping in with us each and every time we do it. Want to let y'all know that we everywhere that podcasts live. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, all of that. Make sure y'all tap in on the socials.
Fire.
At Hitmen Podcast, at Labeled and Known. Don't forget, we got the giveaway right now. Big things are going on. Make sure y'all tap into it. We got the PS5 giveaway. The rules are on the post. Hit up the Hitmen Podcast on Instagram to find out how you can get a chance to win the PS5. Check us out.
I submitted, man.
You heard? You in there?
No, I submitted. Yeah, I'm in there. I need that, man.
Dog.
Christmas coming up. I need it.
My dog. Make sure y'all check us out on the YouTube. We already got the pilot lit. We ain't going back. Last thing before we get off into it, man. In case you've been living under a rock, y'all seen the verdict came out. Kyle Rittenhouse found not guilty on all charges. Walking the streets. He did an interview not too long ago. But did you hear the news that was it GoFundMe? They're allowing him to fundraise so that he can I guess what was the other one? Crowdsource. He's allowed to fundraise so that he can pay for his legal fees.
Oh wow. I'm not surprised. I'm gonna be honest. It's like I'm not surprised. I heard a lot of news like he's just trying to be made a martyr. You know, I think that he has an attorney. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you heard of like she was a former contestant on like The Bachelor or something like that. Yeah, like he was at least photographed with him. You know, so you know that's what they try to do. They try to make these people a martyr, bro, and like oh yeah, and you know. It's just a whole lot of BS, if you ask me. You feel me? You know, I kind of knew that this decision would go that way. Kind of just, you know, history is going to repeat itself. But once they acquitted him of the charge of like being a minor with a gun or some shit like that, that first charge that knocked it off because he was like 17. I knew it was like leading towards that. Then I heard the news that he got to like pick his own jury, his own jury and stuff like that.
He took a picture with
him. Yeah. I know it was gonna go down like that, bro. You know, and you know, it's unfortunate, man. I wish we had those opportunities, and I think that you know everything about it is kind of you know wrong, man. I'm not here for the injustices, man. I can't get jiggy with those.
I feel you, man. Better days ahead. We gotta stay down till we come up. One last thing before we get started, I want y'all to remember that the Hitmen Podcast is officially sponsored by Sprite. Sprite Winter Spice Cranberry. Go pick that up. It's everywhere in stores. With that being said, y'all know how we get down. It's the Woo Wop the Bams. We're gonna start with NBA since that's your stomping grounds. In case you've been living under a rock, man, y'all heard the news this week. The number one story, the number one trending topic, the number one digital on the air, Isaiah Stewart versus the LA Lakers. Felt like Isaiah Stewart was an LA leaker. You feel what I'm saying? You seen the memes? They put the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme music to it, man. I gotta ask you, did you see the play? Did you see the game?
Yeah, I saw the game. You know, I think Shaq, he summed it up perfectly today. Like, you know, LeBron been in the league all them years, but to me, it looked like he meant to give him that shot. You feel me? Like, yo, bro, you on me? You know, get off me. And if you watch it, like, homie kind of looked and was like, but I don't think he intentionally meant to, you know, make his eye bloody and all that. But at the end of the day, if you hitting somebody, you got to be prepared for everything. So, you know, that's why you need to keep your hands to yourself. And, you know, I went to school up in Buffalo. I went to school, Buffalo, New York. Isaiah Stewart is from Rochester. I know how them people from Rochester give it up, you know. So it's not surprising that he would go that hard, but homie got to chill, man. Like, listen, he gonna be out the league in a couple years. He done tried to start with Giannis. He done tried to start with Blake, and you don't start with Bron. Like, I respect Bron and I respect the greatness that we get to witness, but I'm not I know it's a term for it, but I'm not the crazy LeBron guy, right? But it's the king, bro. You know, he run the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, if he say something, you know, he got some pull in that arena. That's his stomping ground. So what is he, a rookie? Isaiah Stewart is a rookie, I believe, right? Or something like that. I believe he's a rookie. Okay, and it's like, you can't be doing that, bro. You on a rookie contract still, right? You can't be doing that, bro. Not the king. You going too hard, you know.
They was in Detroit. They was at Little Caesars Arena. It started to give you Malice at the Palace vibes. Obviously, like you said, it wasn't intentional to the point where he was trying to injure him, but it was more of an aggressive play. Scott Foster gave the announcement when they said that LeBron was going to be ejected. You thought the Pistons won the championship. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I honestly think it was a frustration foul though. He was in the third stall. If you go back and look at the play, he wasn't even fighting for a rebound. He wasn't even under underneath the rim. I think Isaiah Stewart's in the second stall. LeBron is right above him, and they jockeying for position, right? LeBron just coming back off an injury. he probably was tired of having to muscle with dude all day and all night. It's like, bro, get off me. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that it's a basketball play. It wasn't like with ill intent. It was more so of an aggression play. With that being said, bro, there's ways to go about doing stuff. Like,
for sure.
And
he had the opportunity to do everything, man. He had the first opportunity when they was up front. It's like, to do all that running around and make you look worse than what it is. If he would have just
grandstanding, he's doing it for the crowd.
Nah, I think he would have did something, but it could be looked at that way, bro. You could have did something the first, you doing all that make your case look bad. Like, you look so angry. You get what I'm saying?
So
running around the court.
I can't front, bro. I haven't been in a fight in a long time, praise God. But when you in a fight, it's typically not the smartest person in the fight that's gonna win. Typically, it's the most aggressive person that's gonna win.
Right.
You're not thinking when you in a fight. You just moving, reacting.
Right.
You just being. You feel what I'm saying? And so he probably was calm until he felt his blood. Until he tasted his blood.
That's what somebody said too. Yeah.
Then it's oh, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is, LeBron, whoever. I'm on you. So in that instance, when you're talking about aggression, when you're talking about testosterone, obviously sports is probably the apex of that. And outside of like combat or military, it's hard to hold people. It's hard to be rational when you own that, when you bleed, when you feeling that. You know what I'm saying? When you feeling that frustration.
You get paid them M's. You getting paid them M's.
That's the other part.
You know what I mean?
And
it's the king on the other end. You got to understand. He lucky to be in that.
He the golden goose.
He lucky to be in that court with him.
Good
you got to understand that too. You got to just relax, bro. I'm not saying take disrespect, but you got to, you're a grown man, so I can't really, give you excuses. You wasn't drunk or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you with a sober mind. And my thing is this: I don't got time to keep, running through people. I ain't the biggest guy. Clearly, he could be bigger. Nah, he wasn't getting through all them people.
That was Marshawn Lynch, though. That was Marshawn Lynch looking like.
Right. But look, the difference, Marshawn gonna get through that line. He gonna get through y'all. Like, Isaiah wasn't doing that. So you keep running around, stopping and running. Come on, bro. Cut it out. But they see them next week, though. They play again like next week.
So Isaiah Stewart got suspended for 2 games.
LeBron got 1. I thought it would be more.
LeBron got 1. He suspended tonight against the game they playing in the Garden against the Knicks.
Yeah.
I think Isaiah Stewart is out tonight. Do they play tonight or tomorrow? And then he's out for the next one.
I think it should have been more, man.
I don't know. I think it should have been more for the both of them, to be honest. But Isaiah Stewart definitely should exponentially have gotten more. He should have gotten a huge fine. I'm sure those.
I thought he was getting like 10 games, boy.
I thought he was gonna get at least 10. I thought he was gonna get 10. And then it could have been worse if whoever he ran over, it could have been one of the team's personnel, could have been a coach if they were injured. A referee got injured. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a lot worse. Let me ask you this though. What you think about Russell? What you think about Westbrook? The memes. You like his stand? You a boxing fan? You like his?
Yeah, I mess with boxing. I mess with boxing a little bit, man. I don't know if he's gonna knock nobody out like that, man. I'm be honest. I don't think Russ. I can't tell you the last time Russ got into a fight. I'm sure he ain't really have to if he ever did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he be woofing a lot. I always say that about Russ, man. He a funny ass guy, man. Boy, he be woofing. It's a lot of opportunities where he could have retaliated. A lot, like you said, like if somebody do this to me, I don't care who it is. And it's been a few of them moments, where he had opportunities to like retaliate to me personally. Like I don't know if I would take that. So I don't know if I'm really, believe in Westbrook smoke. I'm be honest. But you protecting the king, and it's like this. He fighting for a roster spot at this point. He gotta defend Braun. No, Russ. Russ gotta throw them hands for Braun. If not, Braun might have him on the trading block. So at this point, Russ got to do everything in his power to stay on the Lakers. How he playing, man? The fans not feeling.
Don't get traded, dog. Relax.
Hey man. Hey, listen, man. I think y'all gassed him up. I say that all the time. Every time y'all talk about Russ, if you ask me, I don't think he should never won that MVP. I think that was a Harden year. I'm a Rockets fan. Maybe call me biased, but yeah, I like he was stat padding a lot of people. So it's YouTube videos out there to really, prove that point, man. I don't know. I don't reward it, but yeah. Russ is an MVP nonetheless. That ain't going anywhere. But again, I had Russ on my team too. I saw it firsthand. But he doing everything he got to do to stay in that team.
Lakers, I think they 8-9 or 9-8 right now. Up against the Knicks tonight. How you feeling about they season anyway? They with the big names, Carmelo, Russell, AD, LeBron, they were kind of picked on paper to be the prohibitive favorites to win the West. What do you think? With LeBron being hurt, AD was nicked up. Will they get it together? At what point are they going to get it together? How you feel about them in terms of the Western Conference?
I think that I don't know. I think that they get it together because they got LeBron, and LeBron always, does, good enough, I guess. But for the time, I don't know. I don't want to be that confident. And, I don't know if Bron is that same Bron to say I could go 0 dark 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he could do that. So it's like, I got to see. And it's funny, they bring up all the names. But like I said, when you say, oh, we signed Russell Westbrook, I had him on my team. I'm not afraid when you say his name.
Denzel just showed me a clip. They I guess getting real physical with the Knicks tonight. They were down.
Oh, I saw he was bleeding.
Yeah, he's bleeding from the mouth. They were down pretty big, but I guess they coming back. But Russ pissed right now. So just
they did that against They did that against the Pistons that same game. They came back from like 17 down after the ejection. Yeah. But it's the Pistons, it's the Knicks. I don't see them realistically. I don't care what happens really. I don't know. I don't know if Russ is the answer, but I don't see them being Phoenix. I don't see them being Denver. I don't see them
Clippers, Utah, Portland. You know what I'm saying?
Not Utah. They could beat the Clippers. But yeah, bro, those three teams up there, and it's somebody else. Who else is surprising everybody?
Memphis right now.
Memphis is up there. I think they edge Memphis, but yeah, bro. Oh, Warriors. We can't forget that's what I was thinking about Warriors. Like, it's like I don't know if they as good as those teams, to be honest. Phoenix, Warriors, and Denver, definitely. Utah, I'm sure, if everybody healthy, gonna give them a battle for their money too. So,
word.
I don't know, man.
One of the teams that's not gonna get them no run for their money is Sacramento. They just let go of their head coach. Luke Walton just got fired the other day.
There you go.
I probably shouldn't be playing the air horns, but this is the second team that let him go. He originally was a coach for the Lakers, former championship player on the Lakers. I don't know his record. I don't even think it was a winning record. But this is a head scratcher to me because Sacramento ain't really been vying for no playoff position. They've been hurt these past couple seasons. There was talks about De'Aaron Fox might be traded for Ben Simmons, and then obviously the Marvin Bagley drama. Y'all seen the clip where he was refusing to go in, doing his best Scottie Pippen impersonation. And like for you to be in Sacramento talking about, I ain't going in, it's just weird to me. And they needed a scapegoat, and I felt like Luke Walton, they put him up and strung him up on the cross, man.
I mean, coaches always go first. That's what they say. So, you got to be the person. And he's the newest. He knew he young. If you ask me, Lakers or Sacramento, I don't know if I'm hiring Luke Walton. I just think it's more qualified candidates out there. So I don't know if I would have chose them. But, yeah, man, it's Sacramento. There's only so much you can ask out of a coach. I'll tell you that much, too. They do got a young little squad over there. Buddy Hill's still over there, right? You still got Fox. You got Bagley. But you see what's going on, like you said. I kind of hope Fox gets traded. I like Fox. Fox is really my dude. I think he's like Sliper. That's my dude, man. He like Lil Harden with the lefty. You know what I mean? Pull up and all that. So I would love to see him in Philly. To be honest, I can see that happening. But again, it's the Kings one. Do it. Nah, which interview is that?
Who's this? Luke Walton?
Yo.
Oh, Fox. Yeah. He didn't like Walton no way. He ain't like Walton.
Oh, okay.
I got a game show question for you that has to do with Luke Walton in a little while, but his overall record as a head coach is 181 and 244. We'll come back to that in a second. I saw a post the other day about the Grizzlies attendance. Speaking about the Grizzlies, they just won a buzzer beater the other night with 3J and Ja. But they waived their vaccination I guess protocols in terms of if you going to watch the game, you got to show your vax card. But because they're 27th in the league in attendance, they decided to waive that. So imagine that's assuming that most of their fan base in Memphis is not vaccinated, and that's the reason for their low attendance because they can't get in. But now that they waived it, they hoping that theoretically that's gonna change. And now that the team is actually showing some life, showing that they might be good, maybe potentially a playoff team, obviously that's more money, postseason games, that's more money for parking tickets, for parking spaces, more money for jersey sales. Right. You know what I'm saying? More money for hotel rooms and things like that, just bringing an influx of cash into the city. I don't know how dangerous that is because that's a slippery slope, because when you're talking about competing for attendance and you starting to get real like freaky with the, we're not going to make y'all, or we're not gonna make it a protocol that y'all have to have vax cards and things like that. Now you mess with people's health. You know what I'm saying? Essentially.
Yeah. Woo! You know.
FedEx Forum. You need to get into pie. You need to think about this long and hard, bro. Right now, bro. FedEx, is this FedEx Forum? Yeah, FedEx Forum. They lowest seats right now. It's $5 for a 200 level seat.
That's tough. Yeah,
how much is the 200 level seat at the Garden or at Barclays?
Oh no, the Garden. I mean, both of them is up, but the Garden is motherfucking. What?
Fort Knox.
Even today with no Braun, it was crazy. Yeah, it was like 400 to sit up top. Crazy, but yo, man, I ain't gonna get too deep into these COVID talks because it's like politics nowadays. But it's like this, man. I'll put it to you like this: it's gonna be everybody's decision, nonetheless. If they want to come. You get me? If you that adamant about not being up on top of people and being at an arena, then don't come. And if you aren't, then I guess you giving the option up to them. I'm a firm believer of whether you're vaccinated or not, just taking the proper precautions. Keep your mask on and stuff like that. So I think that's really what should happen, if anything. And I'm sure that was always put in place. But it is wild to hear that a company's like, hey, I don't know if we're getting our sales popping, because why did you require it in the first place? You're just gonna say nah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the optics, and that's all this. That's a lot of this. What this is, bro. That's what a lot of this stuff is, man. It's the optics.
I'm gonna play another clip for you. So Gilly the Kid was on All the Smoke this week, and they asked him about what was going on with Ben Simmons. Shout out to Stack and Mac. I'm gonna play it for you, and then I want to get your thoughts right after that. So give me 1 second. So I can pull it up for you.
For me, I'm a Sixer fan, but I think Steph Curry taking the MVP this year. He is baking.
Do you think that Ben Simmons can be, the bridge can be, or he got to go?
I think Ben Simmons is an extreme disappointment. When you say you'd rather go to mental protocol than step on the fucking court and play basketball, which you've been doing your whole life, let's just keep it real. You're scared to step on that fucking floor in front of them Philadelphia Sixer fans, nigga. That's what it's about. Because if we would have shipped your ass to Sacramento, guess what you would have been doing? Playing, nigga.
So check it out. Gilly the Kid don't tell no lies as far as I'm concerned. What you think about it, D?
I like Gilly, man. That's my dude. He not, but I disagree. I think Ben, at the end of the day, it's a money move with that mental health joint, and you gotta protect the money. They trying to fine you that much. Gilly would too. Gonna do whatever it takes in his power to say you're not finding me. I don't know how much the amount is, but you ain't taking millions out my pocket. Gilly, no. If it's we know, we need that money. So it's like, if I gotta come through and I gotta Scotty, I'm not getting on the court, or I'm getting on the court and I'm not doing it. If that's what I gotta do, I'll do it. But Philly don't want that. Y'all don't want me to do that, and Ben Simmons clearly don't want to do that either. So it's like, yo, I get it's a business, bro. It's a business, and that's what people don't realize. And I get it. It's at the end of the day, it's a business, bro. So I ain't mad at nobody who gonna the John Wall situation. I ain't mad at no brother that's gonna want their money. You get what I'm saying? He on my team. Get your bread, bro. I'd be a fool to tell somebody not to cover up some millions. Come on, man. So I feel him, but I don't think you can reconcile what the Philly situation with Ben Simmons. I think you got to trade him, but like somebody else said, I think it was what show was it? It was show was it? It was one of these little shows, one of these podcasts. But it was Gilbert. He was like, "Yo, you kind of ruined Ben Simmons' stock at this point. You feel me? You shitted on him so much. Now teams is like, yo, what am I gonna give for him? Like, I don't want to give you anything. I know you want to trade him, and if this is a trade, this is business. I got the leverage on this point. You feel me? So, Philly's in a bad situation. I tell you this much, man. That Ben Simmons. I mean, Embiid, if they'll make a good move out of this, Embiid might be out of there too. How many more years you think Embiid stay there? You get what I'm saying?
I feel you. That's actually a very astute observation. I think it's 50-50. I think Ben is just as much to blame as the team is, because the perfect example or the perfect one to hold the mirror up to is Lonzo. I said this a couple of weeks ago. Lonzo couldn't shoot a lick. They said his shot was broke. Markelle Fultz, the same thing. He went down to Orlando and was starting to show promise before he got injured. But Lonzo had to work himself into being a defensive player, and then he worked on his shot. Now he's one of the top three-point percentage shooters in the league. All he needed was a better situation and a little bit more coaching, a little bit more work that was needing to be put in. I think that Ben Simmons done fell in love with being a superstar off the court as opposed to being a superstar on the court. And all he's missing is the shot. He got the athleticism. He has the basketball IQ. He has the bravado. You know what I'm saying? And he's a defensive stopper. He was second in the defensive player of the year voting last year. I think he just need to go to the summit. He need to get with Chris Brinkley. He need to get with Lethal Shooter. And he need to go to work, bro. That's all it is for me.
Yeah, I don't get that part either. Like, you've been in the league for how many years and you don't get better? It's like, people mess with you, bro. Yeah, people mess with you. And that's kind of how I look at it too. I looked at Andrew Wiggins the same way too. That don't. But even he changed his shit this season. People is riding his wave this year. So it's like, bro, you gotta, what you doing to get better, bro? And the one thing it's only one thing we got an issue with. It's that jump shot, bro. And the whack thing is, bro, is still the difference between Lonzo when he was whack. He was at least taking them. Like, Ben Simmons don't even take them, bro.
You gotta take them to make them.
Listen, man, I can't be a Sixers fan because I hate watching his game as much as like I hate watching his game because it's like it's irritating where it's like in the clutch you're a non-factor. Like we can let you sit on the 3-point line and not even put a man to you because I know you won't shoot. And he got no moves on offense, bro. He got no moves, bro. That hook shot, garbage. The league is so offensive now. It's so offensive heavy, so it's like offense heavy. So it's like, yo, bro, you gotta get with the times, bro.
Couple things I'm gonna say for the quick hits, but it's something that I did want to touch on. So, would you be interested in seeing like a Nike movie, like how?
Yeah.
That like the history of Nike or like some of their dopest moments, some of their most controversial moments. Like, would you be interested in seeing that come to the big screen?
100%. I feel like documentaries, especially since COVID hit, like been on the up and up recently. And a lot of people didn't, deserve a lot. Everybody's getting documentaries, but I watched them all nonetheless. And I think Nike is a good one that everybody's gonna be focusing on. So it's like
I think that'd be epic, covering Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey Jr., the whole Michael Jordan situation, Tinker Hatfield designing the shoes, the LeBron situation, Kobe wanting to leave.
Yep.
You feel me? Like I think
Kobe started with Adidas.
So, Dwayne Wade started with Converse. Then he went. You know what I'm saying? I think
right.
And it's not just them. It's so many athletes. Serena, Nadal.
I'm about to say that. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Nomo,
Right.
I would love to see some, even if it wasn't that, like a 10-part Netflix series, because like there's some controversy. Even the shit with old boy, we covered it not too long ago when his mom's was a Nike exec, and he was out here reselling and all of that. That's a huge deal. Like,
yep. They haven't really. I feel like they took some blame from it, or like she resigned or some shit like that. But bro, that's a whole episode in itself. Man. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody, like you said, you could go for basketball one episode. You go to, but basketball is like the history is so crazy there. I remember when I don't know if you heard, I forgot homie name, but he was like one of the earliest basketball stars, and they offered him his like 10% of the company at the time, or like 100,000 or some shit.
Oh
yeah,
that was.
And he took
That was in.
It was very early basketball days. Like I don't want to say ABA, but around those days where homie said, "Nah, I'll take the money." And little did he know, shit, he could be having millions, billions right now. You get what I'm saying? So
let's talk NFL.
Never know. Nike got a story.
Let's talk NFL real quick, dog. So a couple of firings happened. You see, I got my Bears jersey on. I think they finally figured out what was up. You know what I'm saying? Ding dong, the witch is dead. Mad Nagy finally biting the motherfucking dust. Let me hit the round of applause for y'all.
I see y'all guys 3-7 too, man. How's it feel?
He was informed. It felt great, and we still losing. But you see, I got my Bears jersey on. Khalil Mack, get healthy soon. But
UB Buffalo representative right there.
You know what I'm saying? He Matt Nagy orchestrator of the 73-9 team.